All right, so I've got 3 cameras set up via NDI. It's connected to eCamm Live. So I got 1. Oops. Here we go. 1, 2, and then 3. 1. And then I have the cameras that are hardwired into the church via ATEM. So I got 1, 2, 3. So essentially I have 5 cameras now, and the cameras are wirelessly coming in from the front there. We got 1, 2, there's the Wi-Fi, and the third one is right there at the very front. All right, so this is the setup I'm breaking down, and so far, let's just take a look at the battery after about an hour and a half. It's at 28%, which is good, still has a lot of leeway. And it's showing 2 bars here. And the nice thing about this setup is much more discreet. We still have 2 dots here. And then the last one is over here. This one was actually already at 50%, so it's about to, looks like it's about to die, but it still lasted the whole hour for the third camera. So if we take a look at camera 2, the battery percentage here, let's go to camera 2, it's at 5%, so not bad. And then with eCamm Live, I just press camera 1, camera 2. Oh, let's go back in here. Here we go. Camera 1, camera 2. Why isn't it going to camera 1? Oh, did I change camera 1? Let's do camera 1 here. There we go. Camera 1, 2, 3. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. And to make this all possible with NDI, I have this GL iNet router, and I have it closer to the cameras because the Wi-Fi, I'm assuming, is not as strong as the laptop. And I had the laptop all the way up there, and I had a pretty strong connection. It was really good to connect it via HDMI. And when I have the HDMI on eCamm Live, I go to the output video monitor in the Blackmagic design, and it shows up in the ATEM. So that's the setup of these remote cameras, which is perfect for the church because it's discreet. Not a lot of stuff hanging off of it. It's small. I could probably go even with the smaller monopod tripod thingies versus a traditional tripod, because even Father did comment how my setup was a lot smaller, and he did appreciate that it's a lot more discreet in a sacred place like this church. So this is a great setup for churches. And this is the OBSBOT Tail Air combo, all using wireless NDI. Right there. So hopefully no one hits it. So it's a pretty discreet setup for a funeral. And that's about 100 feet away. All coming wirelessly via NDI to eCamm Live. All the 3 OBS Tail Air cameras are coming into this here. It's going out via HDMI, going into 4, which is this one. And so as I switch 1, 2, 3, back to 2, so we can see that camera, and back to 1. So this is controlling the switching of the OBS tail airs, and then the ATEM is controlling the built-in cameras that are right there. And the other one is right there. And then the audio is coming in through the mixer. This is actually a controller. The mixer is actually up front, and it's coming in via Dante right here into XLR, and then coming into the ATEM. And then I've got this iPad to control the PTZ of the hardwired camera, so I can zoom in on those, and it's labeled so I can go podium close. So it's a nice combination setup of both the NDI cameras and the hardwired cameras coming in via SDI. Here. And I had that going all the way up to where the ATEM mixer is up there to mix in the house cameras. You'll see one there and one right above. And those were mixed in with NDI with these wireless cameras, and these worked out great in a church setting because these are discrete. No one's standing up in front of the church during a funeral mass. So I highly recommend these cameras, especially in combination with hardwired PTZ cameras, so that you have some really good zooms and full coverage, not only from the back cameras, but also using these as front cameras all over wireless NDI. The nice thing about that setup is that it all packs up into these two bags.